What is up, YouTube? Adam C here. So I've been tuber challenged by Sean Tran, and I decided to go ahead and do it. So let's get right into it. Apparently there's 10 questions here. I wrote them down, so I'll do my best to stick with it. Keep in mind it's a Friday night, and that means I've had a drink or two. Anyway, so what did I get started with? I started with a 20-gallon tank, and the reason that is I wanted to see if I would enjoy fish keeping or not, and I didn't want to invest too much money without knowing for sure. Question number 2, favorite fish. That's easy for me. That is a Buccochromis notitania. It's the top of your screen right now. Number 3, what is my least favorite fish? To be honest with you, if any setup is done right, I'd like any fish in it. If I had to pick one, I'd probably pick maybe a community fish, something like a gourami or a neon tetra. But then again, a very well done community tank is quite a stunning thing to see. So, difficult question for me. Number 4, my filters. On the 220, I have 2 FX6s and a Sun 304B, as well as 4 sponge filters, each rated for 40 gallons each, that are attached to a battery backup pump in case of power outage. Number 5 would be lighting. I have a Beamswork 72-inch LED on both my 220 and my 125. Tank setup, what do I prefer? I kind of agree with Sean here as to what I prefer, and that's more of a open setup. But again, that's because I keep haps, and that's what they require. If I kept discus, I'd want a lot more wood and plants. So that's a bit of a difficult question for me. I think that's more of what type of fish do you keep that would answer your question for you. Dream tank. How big am I allowed to say? If I was allowed to have a 500, I would have a 500. If I could have a 1,000-gallon tank, I'd have a 1,000-gallon tank. But between the size of my house and my finances, I'm kind of limited to what I have now. So that's a difficult question to answer. If I could literally have money aside, any tank, it'd probably be a 700 to 1,000-gallon tank. What type of food do I feed? I feed Northfin, Cichlid formula, 3mm most of the time. And every other day I supplement it with Northfin Krill Pro. What is my dream fish? Number 9. That is a Boulangerochromis microlepsis. Again, it's a long name. Boulangerochromis microlepsis, also called the Imperial Cichlid. That is a Tanganyikan cichlid, and they get 3 foot long, which is why I don't have one. But if I had my 1,000-gallon dream tank, I would have one. So you guys can Google them and see what they look like. But my local fish store has one, and he's a super cool fish, and I really wish I could have one. But you'd need a monster tank for that. And number 10, I hopefully did not skip one between 1 and 10, but here's my number 10 is, who would I call out? I would call out, hoping they haven't been called out before, is Corey Hecker. He and I keep a lot of the same fish, so I would be interested in seeing what his answers would be. And also Robert Reese, who is someone local to me, a really good dude, got some really nice fish. And I'd also be interested in hearing what he has to say. So anyway, I was called out by Sean Tran, so thanks for the call out. I think that's a thank you. And thanks for watching, everyone. See you.